Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the #1 real estate and property development podcast on the land, proudly brought to you by Shelter Incorporated. Today we want to talk about the digital transformation journey which is being undertaken by Shelter Incorporated, which is running under the banner Shelter Go Digital. At Shelter Zimbabwe, we believe that digital transformation is all about changing the way that we think. Co-hosting the podcast with me today is Mr. Benjamin. Over to you, sir.
So, thank you for being here. So the thing is, today we are going to discuss about our journey to go digital. So there are some steps that we have taken to go digital. So that's why we have invited our guest today, Mr. Bongani, who has this project of Chatbot. So this Chatbot will be working on WhatsApp, and he's going to explain more about how we are going to use it, and more about how we're going to implement on our WhatsApp platforms. So I take it over to you, Mr. Bongani. Introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for having me. So it's an exciting journey indeed. The development of the chatbot and the ability to make it efficient and nicer and more livelier for customers to interact with us here at Shelter. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ms. Mguni, for such a brief introduction to what you are working on. So the first question would be, what was the main idea behind implementing a chatbot on WhatsApp for Shelter Incorporated?
Okay, so I can say for the implementation was in our digital, we saw that in the digital transformation, it deals with improving customer service. You want your customers to be comfortable with you, the way they interact with you. It shouldn't be arduous, coming to your offices, having to do inquiries. Gone are the days of those yellow pages, now we're in the digital era. So we saw that we needed to improve interaction with our customers, making it convenient for them to have inquiries. And there are small questions, just like how to get a stand, what do you need to get a stand, all of those things. So that was the main idea or agenda driving the development of the chatbot. I'd say to improve customer experience. Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Bongani, what are the key features for this WhatsApp chatbot you offer to the users?
Okay, so for the chatbot, we are answering some questions. So we've done a survey with the numbers that we're currently being used. So you see there are those redundant questions, like where do you get the stands, or what can I see your catalog, what stands are on offer, do you have these stands, So, people kept on asking those questions, and you find out that because our customers, our sales agents are really busy 9% of the time, they take time to just give those responses, making the customer wait for a very, very long time. So the chatbot, we answered those questions. Maybe I can actually demonstrate it.
It would be good for sure. So let me give you my phone.
Okay,
so that I can demonstrate.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, password. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, so with the chatbot, we've made it easy, just like having a conversation. So since it will be deployed on our platforms, you just say hi. So when you say hi, so you should be able to see to greet you, and then you see the options that are made available to you. So for the options that are readily available on the chatbot, with that one which says how to buy a stand. So it's actually a vague area that hasn't been addressed or wasn't addressed really. Like like it's something that is there, but you don't know how to actually do it. So this option, I'm saying how to own a stand rather. So you just click it. And then you get a preview of the steps that you need to take, how to own a stand. And also highlights that important partnership we have with the city council, that we've made it easy for you to, instead of having to wait for a very long time in queues to get, the permits or that stand number, you can actually do it. You get your stand number there at the city council, then you come to our offices, and like it says, like the steps are already indicated all over there without having to wait a long time. The chatbot is like readily available. So to just go through the other options. So the other options we have is view catalog. So this one has been like a top priority. So here you have the text catalog, you just go through the text, and if you want something more appealing, you have the shelter document here. which is part of the messages. Then I should just talk through the remaining options. So we have book site visit. So book site visit takes you to talking with the client, with our sales agents. So that's after you've viewed the current options. Then you also have the numbers will be on the message or the reply.
The number of the sales agents.
Yes, the number of the sales agents.
Okay.
You know,
That's
so
interesting.
yeah.
So it's like you can buy the stand whilst you're sleeping at home.
Imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like some of us who are in UK, you can just check the someone who's. Okay, if you're someone who is in UK, you can just call the numbers which are there. So that's something that is good.
Yeah, I was about to ask you in UK now. Yeah. So you so besides that, you also have take the virtual tour. So the virtual tour is actually interesting because as part of our digital efforts and like running our current running projects, one of them was giving you a 360 view of the stands. You know, of like how the stands, what are they looking like? Is this something that you like?
Virtual reality.
Yes, exactly, something like that. So just click through one. Maybe we just go to Adelaide Park. So you find out that here, so at Adelaide Park, you sort of have a 360 view where you can just scroll through, or it's like you're there, then you're like touching the world. You know, you have like this world view of the environmental landscape. So then besides that, you also have the, let's see what we have remaining. Okay, fine. So we have contact sales. So contact sales is similar to book a site visit. So maybe you had an agreement of sale that you're done, or maybe you want to do a deposit, or maybe you just want to make a simple inquiry that wasn't on our options. You just now you can contact sales. So you find out because the salespeople don't have to deal with the redundant requests or other requests. Now they have more time on their hands to answer incoming requests. Then you also have rate service. So the rate service takes you to a link. So on this link you see a form where you can give us your input, share your comments. So you say maybe the service you've been offered was nice, you know what I mean? So we just got awesome.
You give it a rating.
Yes, you can actually give it a rating. So it's like from 1 to 5, so that you don't actually have a broad spectrum to think of. Like, is it you know?
If it's a 1,
if it's a 1, it's a 1. Please feel free to share the ones if you like. But a 5 would also be nice to give us a good appreciation of the progress that we've made with the chatbot. So yeah, so those are options currently that are available with the chatbot. So then we're also planning to expand its functionality so that you can even type prompts, besides just having to select the options. So yeah, so that's one step towards improving our customer service here at Shelter.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think
that's brilliant.
It's brilliant because you are talking about the clients being able to make all those inquiries wherever they are.
Yes,
and
exactly.
They necessarily don't have to come to
our offices.
Yes,
so that would be something that is good.
Yeah.
So I think my next question would be, how does it improve the customer experience compared to the traditional methods that we used to have? Say, if you want to know about the stands that Shelter Zimbabwe is offering, or about the infrastructure developments which they are doing and superstructure development, you have to come to the offices. Like, how is it changing the experience now for the compared to the traditional methods?
Okay, yeah. So as we alluded to during the introduction, that it's more of improving the customer experience. And then part of that improvement of customer experience is commuting time. You do not want to visit or board a commuter omnibus just to come to Shelter and get to know how to buy a stand, stuff like that you can now do at home, or see what the projects are currently available. You don't have to come to our offices anymore. You can do that from the comfort of your home. Maybe just walk up and say, I want something from Shelter today. How just the question, how do I get a stand? We get to answer that, and also maybe don't want to necessarily do the on-site visit or come to the site visit, or maybe you want to, but you're just a bit busy. The economy is very, it requires a person to be on the ground, So, that's when the 360 virtual tours do come in. You get to see the stands, just scroll through them, get a 360 view of, this is what this will look like. And just don't have just one option. You have multiple options. You've got Rockville, you've got Adelaide, you've got Lenty Park, amongst other options. So we're mainly just improving your experience, just to reduce that time between you wanting to make a simple inquiry to actually wanting to buy a stand. You get to now call the agents when you want to buy a stand, and it reduces the time our agents have to spend on the phone, because you've gone through most of the things,
plus the real estate involves a huge investment. So from the moment you are commuting, like you're coming from home, you get into town and you pass through the traffic jam, you might change your mind.
True.
So
that would be something that's time saving.
You might change your mind.
So I also have another question, right? So that this your chatbot follow up with clients. There are other clients who may start a conversation, right? But they may end it midway, maybe because of they are doing work or other, maybe they're commuting. So can you follow up on our customers?
At the moment, no. We're actually deploying it in phases. We're deploying it in phases. So what we're doing right now is to quickly deploy this version of the chatbot, just to cater for the current backlog that's there of people sending messages and making queries, but without getting responded to. For you to actually have a conversation, you need a response first. You see. So for the first rollout, we wanted to make sure that you get the basic information that you require on hands-on. First, then after that, of course, we'll be making a follow-up, just check on the conversation. Have you responded? Are you satisfied with the responses you're getting? And even allowing you to just type a random prompt about maybe real estate, or even what shelters I'm doing outside the stands and everything. So in phase 2, yes, we're planning on allowing it to make it more intelligent, to cater for more needs. For more of the customers' needs effectively. Yes.
So the whole idea is about effectiveness and efficiency.
Yes.
So this is a brilliant idea, if we may say.
Brilliant.
Yes. So my next question would be, what are the steps which are being taken to implement the WhatsApp chatbot? Yes.
Okay. So this is basically the part where you're living your dream, because this is actually one of the steps to implement it, to make it our way through our podcast, that we have something that we are launching. So besides this, what we're planning on, we are going to be putting it on our flyers. It's going to be there on our flyers, where you can see it and just say hi, or then redirects you. You get there, you see the message, so it's going to be there on our flyers, on our Facebook, on our Instagram, all our platforms. We have that chatbot number, so that you just make quick inquiries. No need to keep on waiting for a response, after you've said hi, then you have to wait maybe 2 or 3 days, So that's what the plans are making. Just making it available on the usual platforms where you get our information. It's going to be there. You don't have to go to Mount Fuji or Mount Kilimanjaro to get that.
So you're saying on the Shelter Incorporated website, it's going to be there on your flyers, on your video postings. You're going to make sure that people are aware of the WhatsApp chat. Okay, so thank you very much, Mr. Mguni, for joining us on this insightful podcast episode.
We thank you very much, and we are happy that you welcomed us happily, and you hopefully that we look forward to more sessions with you to explain on these phases or any development that are going to happen with this WhatsApp chatbot. So thank you.
Absolutely. I actually enjoyed it. I think next time I'll be the co-host. I really enjoyed it. It's actually very interesting, to be part of this digital transformation, to be one of the pioneers of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much to our viewers, ladies and gentlemen, for taking your time to listening to us. And please make sure to watch the next episode as we take you through the digital transformation journey which is being undertaken by Shelter Incorporated. Thank you.